Hello, ladies and gentlemen, sponsors, lovers, learners of World Digital. I greet you all. On the rostrum of World Digital is the CEO by name Walter Ndum. So today I'll be drilling you on the basics of graphical design. I would define graphical design as the art of visual communication that combines image, text, and ideas to convey information to an audience in order to solve a particular problem. So, today I will show you an important tool that I always use in order to come up with my designs. Okay, so I will show you the app. The app is called PixelLab. Let me just type here PixelLab. PixelLab. Okay, this is the app. This is one project that I just did recently. Take default. Okay, so this is the interface of PixelLab. It so depends. I'll just put a white interface. Okay, so if you observe very keenly this interface, you see a board. We call it square. This is where we'll perform our activities. That's where we'll design things, create posters, create logos, and many other things that you will learn. If you observe well, we have bars at the top. At this top, if you can see the way I'm gliding. And now we equally have tools, the down part. Okay, let me click on this or delete this, for example. Observe this A. This A part has this button A has to do with anything that concerns text. And now this other hexagon shape has to do with anything that concerns shapes. And this other one is for the background. Okay, let me start. For example, if I want to insert a text here, there are various ways of doing it. I can click on this one here, on this text here, and insert a text. I'll just delete it. Or I click on this plus up here, extreme left up here. I click on it, and now you will see text. You will see current date, stickers, shapes from gallery, and draw. So for example, I will take text. I'll type. Let me type something. I'll type. I activate the caps lock. World Digital. That's my brand name. Okay, this is World Digital that I've typed. There's a notch at the end. I can drag it to expand to increase the size of the text. As I earlier told you, if you want to manipulate anything that is text in this app, you need to click on A. The A is A here. Yes. So as you click on A, you see various tools that will appear, and you can use all of these to format the text. We have styles, we have edit. If I click on this edit, it means to change the text, delete it to delete this text, copy. Okay, to copy, see, it has replicated what I did. We equally have to front. This to front means when you have two things together, and now you hold one and now you put to front, that thing will come in front. And to back, it means it will come to back. And now this position is to help us move left, right, up, down. Okay, and when you move to the particular position that you want, you can then click on this tick You can equally increase the speed of the movement. You see, that's the more speed that you add, the more movement the text takes. But the lesser the speed, the lesser the movement it takes. And after you have adjusted, you click on this tick. Okay, we equally have relative position. Relative position equally helps in movement. You see here, so align left, you see, align right, in the middle, down, up, yes. And when you've aligned and it's okay by you, you click on the tick. We have size. This is to manipulate the size. So you click on this plus, you increase the size. If you observe very well, the size is increasing. Good. We have padding. So we have padding to the left. You can equally pad to the right. Yes. Okay. And when you're through, you click on this tick. We have color. For example, we can change the color of this text. For example, let's maybe good black. And if you don't want the color that maybe that I found here, you click on this plus here. Now you can then choose the type of color that you want. You can choose red. Now you observe here, up above here, up here. Yes. And now if it's red that you want, after you have chosen the color red, you click on OK. You see, our text now is in red, and now you validate with this tick here. We call it have texture. Texture is to change the color. Let me say the color of your text or whatever thing that you have. For example, there are some colors that at times is very difficult. That's for us to have. That's from this our color button. Let's color tab. Okay, for example, I can change the texture of this WORLDIGITAL something else. For example, okay, let me highlight on it. I click on texture, I glide. Okay, I can look for like a gold color. For example, I click on it like this. I click on it. I click on open. Now there's this grid. Help me to resize. I can resize. That's where particularly which color that I want particularly. See here, for example, it's a mixture of say yellow and brown. And if I've resized, and now that is the color that I want. Okay, I will click on tick. You see, if you observe now well, you see, let me see, the color of the text has changed. We call it texture. You see, so I've changed the texture of this text to something gold like. Are we observing? Okay, it's so beautiful. This app is magical. Okay, that is done with we're at the level of texture. Opacity has to do with, let me talk of the brightness. Yes, the brightness of the text. We click on it. If we reduce the opacity, you see the brightness, you see, we reduce it becomes blur. Okay, so that's how we manipulate text images, you see. And as I increase the opacity, you see the text becomes shiny. Okay, and when you set it maybe to where you want, you click on the tick. We call it have rotate. We can rotate our WORLDIGITAL. You see, you can rotate it to any direction that you want. And when you rotated it and it's okay, you click on this tick here. Good. We call it have mask. This one is technical. This I will teach it in the premium class. Yes, this one I'll teach it in the premium class. We have the font. We can change this. We can change this text. We can change the font. We click on font. We have various fonts. For example, I love this font. This text headlines. Okay. And when you click on it, you observe up here, you discover that maybe the text is changing. You can call it. I can take ethnocentric. For example, you see, the text is changing up here. It's changing. Yes, I can equally take Adobe Gothic this. Yes, see the text is changing up here. Okay, but let me use text. Let me select. Let me highlight text. This equally this taken by Vulture. I love the handwriting. We call that leaks pattern. Okay, but let's use text headlines. Okay, and we have chosen. You click on OK. You see this font. This font is beautiful. And now the next, we'll go to the button style. B style. We can bold. You see, it's bold. Italic. It means to slant. We can underline. And now, if you don't want all these features, you don't want all what you've done on this word, you can click on this. It means it will remove all the formattings that you've done on this text. And when you are through, you click on this. We go to curve. We can curve this text. You see, we can curve it. Now it depends on you. If you want to curve something, you curve here. And when you're through, you click on this tick. We have background. We can change the background of World Digital. You enable it, and now you choose the color. For example, that is the background. Okay. We have the align. We have space, line spacing, stroke. This stroke, it's a very good feature, so that I appreciate in PixelLab. For example, let me remove the formatting that I just did on the World Digital. I'll click on undo up here. Okay, I've undone it. Okay, for example, see stroke. See what stroke will do. I click on stroke. I enable. Okay, I will take black. Okay, I'll increase. If you observe very well, you discover that the edges of each character becomes thick, and now the World Digital becomes visible. These are the tricks that we use in PixelLab to make our flyers, posters, anything that we create so cool. Okay, we are at a level of stroke. We have shadows. We put on shadows. The type of shadow you want. Put on the shadow, and when you are done, you click on. We have inner shadows, emboss, perspective, 3D rotate, 3D text, and shadow reflections. That's all about text, like manipulating text. If you have to do anything that concerns shapes and pictures, we come to this tab or this hexagon. There we can deal with shapes. Okay, let me delete this. I'll position this one up here above. Okay, I'll come to shapes. Okay, for example, if I need more shapes, I click on this drop down arrow here. There are more shapes here. I can take, for example, a circle, and when I'm done with the circle, I can change the color of the circle. For example, I can make it to be orange. Okay, I click on this tick to validate. You see, this is a circle. And now, if I want to manipulate this circle, I must click on this hexagon shape. And now I can manipulate it. I can either move it, as I showed you when we're manipulating the text, or I can change the color here. You see, so there are many features as same as when we were here in text. But now we cannot use this a lot of text because this is not a text, this is a shape. So that's why for us to manipulate any shape or picture, we need to click on this hexagon shape. And when we click on it now, we have features now that we can use now to manipulate the shapes. Okay, yeah. So I can resize this. I can copy this. I just come and click on this pencil. I click here. We copy. For example, we can change the color of this circle. For example, we'll come to color, take black, for example. You can still replicate this, copy, paste. I change its color also. I can put let me see, blue. Okay, come and choose the color blue. Choose the color blue. Okay, you see we have blue, black, red. Okay, so that's how we manipulate images, and I can work on this texture. As I told you, I love the text. We can change the texture of these circles. Yes, work on the stroke. It means the edges will become thick. We have erase. We can erase things, and we can rotate shapes, all of this. Okay, so that's the main importance of this hexagon button. Okay, and there's something that I want to show you. If, for example, I can move this shape easily alone, but if I want them to become a whole body that can move all together, I'll click here, and now you show us the layers. You see, it shows that we have three shapes here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. So I will lock the first one, lock the second one, lock the third one, and now I'll click on this icon down here. I click on it. Now I select the 3 shapes that I want to join together, to merge, and now I click on this middle icon here. It asks you, are you sure you want to merge the selected objects? You click on OK. So now my objects are being merged together. You see, I can move now the 3 objects now together. You see, now they are one. I can resize. Anything that I do on it now applies now to all of them. You see, for example, I can resize the shapes. You see, I can resize the shapes. You see, so too I can get something. I can add something that's maybe that's on this board. I click on this plus here. I take from gallery. As for example, I can pick. Let me say I can pick that's an image. And insert. Let me just check on something. Go to image. So download. Okay. So I pick this image. I can insert this image. It depends now how I want it. Do I want it round? Do I want it square? So for example, you see, I manipulate like this, I adjust it, and now I click on I tick it, you see. So this is my image, and now I can start manipulating the image. You see, and you see my posters. This is what I've been doing. You manipulate the image. You see, you can insert the image now in the shape. Okay. Yes, so that's how we roll. When you subscribe, you register for the premium classes, you will enjoy. So I'm advising you to enroll into our premium classes so that you will learn more of this. This is just the tip of an iceberg. We are at World Digital. Our pricings are very relative. Okay, so that's it. This hexagon shape is to manipulate images, and now this other one is for the background. When you click here, it means you can change the background. For example, I can change this color into, let me say, brown. You see, so I've changed the background, and if I want the brown background, I click, I check it. So that, in a summary, these are the things that we can do on this magical app. Where your brain is limited, that's where it means maybe you are blocked, because PixelLab is so broad. You can do anything that concerns graphics on this app. Okay, so see you in our class. See you in our class. Subscribe to our premium class and join our next batch. Okay, on the e-rostrum was the CEO of WORLDIGITAL, Walter Ndo.